Hello everyone, Infinite Movie Recaps here. Today I'm going to show you a sci-fi and action movie titled Ghost in the Shell. There will be spoilers ahead. Now sit back, relax and enjoy. In the future, humans are enhanced with cybernetic parts. Hanka Robotics is the leading company in cybernetic technology. They are on the cusp of developing a new type of cyborg by combining a human brain with a fully synthetic body. A woman named Mira is taken into Hanka Robotics. Her brain is inserted into a synthetic body, enhanced with greater ability and strength. After the process is completed, she wakes up. The woman who designed the body, named Dr. Owlet, tells her that she drowned in a terrorist attack. Her body was completely damaged and only her brain survived. Mira is told that her mind and soul have been preserved. Dr. Owlet meets with Hanka's CEO named Cutter. Cutter tells her that Mira would be put in Section 9, an anti-terrorism squad. Dr. Owlet pleads against it, but she is ignored. 1 year later, Mira, who is now known as the Major, is on a rooftop. She's listening in on a meeting between a Hanka representative named Dr. Osmond and an African ambassador. The Major works alongside a man named Bateau and is in contact with the chief of Section 9 named Aramaki. In the meeting, a couple of hostile geisha bots start attacking the people in the conference room, which leads Major to spring into action against Aramaki's orders. She turns invisible and jumps off the roof. Major crashes into the room and starts taking out the geisha bots. A geisha bot hacks into the Dr. Osmond's system and kills him. The Major gets to the robot and it tells her that if she collaborates with Hanka Robotics, she will be destroyed. The Major proceeds to shoot it. Later on, Major sees a hallucination of a cat, after which she injects herself with a medication provided by Hanka Robotics. Afterwards, the members of Section 9 meet with Aramaki to discuss the attack. They find out that the geisha bots were hacked by a mysterious individual who left a message saying the same phrase that the geisha bot said to the Major. Aramaki has a meeting with Major. He tells her that she is more than just a weapon, and that she still has her soul. In the next scene, Major and Bateau are driving in the city. Bateau asks her about her past, and she tells him that all she remembers is her family dying while trying to get into the country. While on the road, Major sees a hallucination of a burning hut. She meets Dr. Owlet frequently to fix parts of her body that have been damaged. The Major has difficulties remembering her past and only sees glimpses and flashes. Dr. Owlet dismisses her hallucinations as glitches, but it is clear she cares for her. Major and Bateau then meet with Dr. Dalin, who is examining the geisha bot. In order to get more information about the hacker, Major does a deep dive into the memory of the geisha bot. She finds herself in a club with distorted images. She sees a hooded figure and is immediately grabbed by several strange entities. Major is being hacked and Dr. Dalin is unable to stop it. Bateau is forced to sever her connection to the geisha bot. Major then tells him that she knows where to find the hacker. They both go to a Yakuza nightclub. They switch on their comms and split up. Major tries to get information but is taken into a room by two men and is forced to dance while she is cuffed to a pole. She is zapped with a cattle prod and can't reach Bateau because the room blocks signals. Major starts fighting the men and kicks one out of the room. This leads to a shootout, and Major and Bateau are able to kill a bunch of the goons. They head down to the basement to find the hacker. Major has another hallucination of the burning hut before she realizes that the room is really a trap. When the bomb goes off, she pushes Bateau away and takes the brunt of the explosion. Major wakes up in Dr. Owlet's lab. Dr. Owlet tells her that Bateau lost his eyes and her body was severely damaged. Bateau gets cybernetic eyes to replace his damaged ones while the Major's body is repaired. Meanwhile, Cutter meets with Aramaki. He is very angry that Major was allowed to perform the deep dive and threatens him. But Aramaki calmly warns Cutter that he should be careful who he threatens and that he answers only to the Prime Minister and not to Hanka Robotics. While Dr. Dalin is working on the geisha bot, she comes across a film named Project 2571. And as she tries to open the file, the hacker finds her. She silently takes out the drive before the hacker rips out her eyes and kills her. The next day, her body is found, and Major takes the drive from her. The drive contains the names of everyone involved in the project. The hacker had killed everyone on the list except Dr. Olet, and they figured she is the next target. In the next scene, two workers are having a meal when the hacker takes control of their system and forces them to ram their truck into Dr. Olet's car. She survives and is about to be shot when members of Section 9 arrive and open fire at the men. Bateau is able to take out one of the men while Major goes after the other. He thinks he has escaped, but Major finds him while invisible and opens a can of whoop-ass on him. Bateau arrives and stops her from killing him. The man is interrogated after the hacker's connection is severed. He tells them that he was on his way to pick up his daughter. The Major shows him a photo of who he thinks his daughter is, but is really just a picture of him. They determine that the hacker must have placed fake memories in his head. The hacker, whose name is Kuze, speaks through the worker and threatens Section 9. While the hacker's location is traced by Togusa to a hidden location, the worker suddenly jumps and hangs himself with the cable around his neck. Afterwards, Section 9 members reach Kuze's location. They enter a room and find some men, and a shootout ensues. Major enters a secret room filled with men, connected to form the network that Kuze utilizes. Major moves on and has another hallucination. She is ambushed and tries to fight them off, but is captured. Major is tied up and immobilized. Kuze reveals himself and tells her that he is her predecessor and a test subject of Hanka Robotics. He was considered a failure and was discarded without any care. Kuze releases Major and she tries to kill him, but stops when she sees a tattoo on his chest of a burning hut, similar to her hallucination. Kuze says Hanka took total control of their lives. Even the medication she is given is not to help her, but to suppress her memories. Right then, other members of Section 9 show up and Kuze escapes. Major also leaves them to find the truth. In the next scene, the Major confronts Dr. Olet over what she learned from Kuze. Dr. Olet told her that there were 98 failed experiments before her, and Kuze was one of them. She is also told that her memories of her parents are fake. Cutter insisted on giving her false memories to motivate her and control her. Major goes diving to relax her mind, and Bateau finds her. She decides to go back and find out more about her past. As she gets off the boat, Hanka security arrests her, and she's taken to their headquarters. Cutter then orders Dr. Olet to terminate Major because she can't be controlled. Dr. Olet instead frees Major and gives her an address to find answers for herself. Major knocks out some guards and escapes the facility. In retaliation, Cutter shoots and kills Dr. Olet. Cutter then reports to Aramaki that the Major killed Dr. Olet, and she must be terminated immediately. The Major goes to the address, and it turns out to be her old home. She meets her mother, who doesn't recognize her. Her real name is Motoko, and her mother was told by the government that her daughter was killed, though she never really believed them. Her mother does sense something familiar in the Major's eyes, and requests that she visits again. The Major gets in contact with Aramaki and tells him everything she found out. He tells her that Dr. Olet is dead, and Cutter says she killed her, though they both know he is lying. They plan their next move while Cutter listens in on their conversation. Cutter then sends his men to kill all Section 9 members, but Bateau, Takusa, and Aramaki all survive and kill their attackers. While heading to the lawless zone, the Major broadcasts her location so Kuze can find her. When she arrives, she has a flashback of the day she was taken by Hanka. She meets Kuze and they learn that his real name is Hideo. They originally were activists against cybernetic enhancements. Kuze tries to persuade her to join him. Before she can answer, a huge blast hits the building and blows them away. Kuze's body is severely damaged. Cutter is remote, piloting a spider tank, and intends to kill them both. Major retaliates and shoots repeatedly at the spider tank. Cutter opens fire on her and she is forced to take cover. Just as Cutter is about to kill Kuze, Major forces his attention back to her. Cutter then sends 2 consecutive missiles at her, thinking he had killed her. He picks up Kuze and attempts to crush his head. Major leaps onto the back of the spider and uses all her strength to rip off the control unit of the spider, which also destroys her hand. The spider explodes and Major falls down. Kuze crawls towards her and asks her again to come with him, but she refuses. Cutter's sniper shoots Kuze in the head and kills him. Aramaki orders his own man to shoot down the sniper, while Batou retrieves the major. Meanwhile, after Aramaki had spoken to the Prime Minister, he finds Cutter. Aramaki contacts the major. She gives him her consent to execute Cutter, and he shoots Cutter 3 times, killing him. The major visits her own grave with her mother, who now knows her daughter isn't dead. In the final scene, the major says that she won't be the last of her kind, and that her ghost survived to remind her successor that humanity is their virtue. She then leaps off the building to her next mission. Let me know what you think about this movie in the comments below, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.